Andre Onana is officially a Manchester United player. I am Joe McGrath. This is Callum Stone. We're here to talk about a very exciting signing, something that needed to happen as David De Gea left Old Trafford a couple of weeks back. We needed a new keeper, and Ten Hag has decided that Onana is the correct man. Callum, how are you feeling?
I'm very, very excited. Do you know what? I've said this many times. I actually thought this was more important than signing a striker. It will completely revolutionise how the team will play. They'll be able to finally play exactly how Ten Hag wants. It was a limitation that we had last season. Obviously, there was big criticisms with how De Gea played with the ball at his feet. We knew it was a weakness in him, and it's now addressed. Something that's been needing to address for the past year, potentially even longer, depending on how you look at it. But the spine of the team's been almost addressed. We just need to get that final piece of the jigsaw up front. But really important signing, massive thing for United. You know that when you hear rival fans call him as good as Alisson and Edison, it shows how good this guy is. And all you need to do is just go watch that Champions League final against Man City. Yeah. That's how good he is.
I tell you what's interesting is that there's going to be some people at Old Trafford early doors in the season who will have never seen a goalkeeper like this playing for their team. David De Gea, Van der Sar, all the way back to Schmeichel. It's quite a unique player. He's very, very talented at the ball at his feet. There is going to be moments, though, slip-ups may happen, but what he brings to the overall game will make up for anything or any mistakes he makes during his first season at United. And he's only 27. He's maturing every single year. It is going to be an interesting ride, though, for some United fans who maybe a bit old-fashioned with the goalies. Only sort of like them to sort of stay in the box and play out from the feet now and again. He's going to change things.
Do you know what? I'm already looking forward to being stood in the TRA next season because there's going to be a few heart attacks. Do you know what, though? The thing is, Alisson and Edison and the new so-called modern-day goalkeepers, they make mistakes, but it's how you limit those weaknesses and highlight the strengths, and those two do that because of the teams that they play in. Liverpool highlight Alisson's strength, City highlight Edison's strength. Man United will be able to highlight Onana's strength. You know, there will be times where he makes mistakes. It's going to happen. He's a goalkeeper. All goalkeepers make mistakes. But ultimately, he will completely change the way the team plays, and it will really help the likes of Martinez, Varane, potentially even Maguire. It will make the whole defence look better because they will have that assurances behind them, knowing that the goalkeeper is going to help them out a lot more.
Yeah, what I was going to say is it will be quite an interesting relationship between our wingers. If we say maybe our two strongest ones, Shaw and Wan-Bissaka for the time being, they have been used for the last couple of years. I mean, Shaw for a while playing under with David De Gea of not really having that fluid football straight away. We could see the evolution of them getting the ball to their feet much quicker, breaking through defence much faster and developing the play at an incredible speed because Onana's there dictating it, firing balls out. So as well as the centre-backs, the wing-backs can sort of have an amazing season next year.
You'd like to hope so. I mean, my worry would be slightly more on in comparison to Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, just for that example. I'd be more worried about the right side than Shaw, just because Shaw's obviously a lot more comfortable on the ball than Wan-Bissaka. I think Shaw will finally actually be able to flourish even more, but just because of the... Hopefully he builds a great relationship with the goalkeeper anyway. He did obviously have one with De Gea, but I think he'll understand the assurance he'll have and same with Martinez and Varane, but the full-backs will be able to sort of push forward that little bit more. They'll be able to just help the forward part of the team a bit more. I'm really excited for the goalkeeper. I like I say, I think it was so important, and the whole back line will be better, and the full-backs will be able to... Because the full-backs are really important to how Ten Hag plays. You saw that in his Ajax days. And Shaw is obviously a very good left-back. I've been a bit critical of Shaw in previous years, but it's quite obvious now that he's come leaps and bounds as a left-back, and he's going to be Man United's left-backs for years. He's still a really young player as well. So really excited to see what happens. I think the team as a whole will improve, and in particular the defence. Thank you to De Gea, great goalkeeper when he was needed, but it was time to move on, and it seems like Man United have finally acted very well. I don't know how to say it. They've just been really shrewd in the market. Yeah. They've done the right thing finally, and it seems like it's something that's been crying out for so long.
So what next then in terms of priorities? The goalkeeper sorted. I think I know the question. I know the answer to the question. Sorry. it is up front, isn't it? It's a striker.
It's kind of got to be when you've got Martial, who's just not very reliable at the moment. Obviously, he's injured. He's still injured now, I believe. We need a striker. The only issue is obviously Man United are coming off the back of years of having Ed Woodward as a chairman, or the CEO, I should say. And when you make silly statements throughout your tenure and saying things like we can do anything out, we can do what nobody else can do in the market, it puts prices up of players that you want because other teams know that. And when we're being quoted silly things like £85 million for Højlund, it's just not on. So United might have to again go and act diligently like they have done this summer in the market. They may even have to look at alternatives and go again next summer for it. But I think there's options out there. Højlund does seem to be the number one choice at the minute. I think you're probably going with striker, get that resolved as soon as possible, and then you're looking at another midfielder should Fred possibly be sold, which we're hearing.
Yeah, for me, what I like to see, which is quite refreshing, is that we aren't a team heading into late August where things still need tying up. Like last summer. This is really a Ten Hag summer. And I'm saying that because he has made some big things happen already. We got rid of the keeper. He's not signed a new deal. De Gea is gone. Onana is in. United's captain is now changed to the one that Ten Hag wants to be captain. Harry Maguire stepped down. We brought in Mount. Onana's now confirmed. I'll say that again because he's very happy he's up there on the screen. And now I think the attention turns to a striker. And if we get them sort of three signed up and the spine of the team is looking solid, you hope that is the starting point for a really, really good season next year.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like you say, the spine of the team's almost resolved. I think you've kind of got that base, and then the top of the spine sorted as well. It's not just us improving as well, though. There's still going to be a lot of work to do throughout the season. The team needs to perform for the manager because it's not just United that have improved. Arsenal have improved. City, of course, will inevitably be cheating. Improving. So it's. The whole league. It's not just your typical big six though anymore. Is it? Newcastle are spending money. Aston Villa have done some brilliant business as well. So the Premier League's becoming a hell of a lot more competitive, I think, at the moment, especially with the money that's being thrown around. So United need to hit the ground running in the new season, and hopefully they can do that against Wolves.
Brilliant. Well, if you're wondering why it's me and Callum saying that Onana's signed, it's because the rest of the Stretford Paddock lot in New York. Man United on tour, and we'll get reactions from them when they have settled. They have been travelling most of the days, so don't worry. Instant reaction from Joe Smith and McCullough, Jay and Howson in New York. That is the next part of Manchester United's pre-season, playing Arsenal on Saturday. Will Onana be even in the squad? He'll definitely, hopefully, be joining them out and about. So we're excited for the next stage. Thank you very much, Callum Stone, for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
I've been John McGrath, celebrating the fact Manchester United have got a new keeper, and he is that man there, Andre Onana. Make sure you like and subscribe to Stretford Paddock. Leave us a little comment in the video about how excited you are to see the new goalkeeper in action. We'll see you next time. See you in a bit. Cheers, Callum. Do that wave at the end. Bye, everyone.